Hey friends, it's me Alyssa and I am back with Live in Local Atlanta just in time for Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day, really the season of love and friendship because we all know love comes in so many different ways, shapes and forms, whether it's a parent loving on their child, friends supporting with community, and so much more. I'm joined by my incredible friend, licensed therapist, Rene Mondy, who has these really cool breakup boxes, and it's all about friendship and community and moving on with your life to find new love in different ways. Renee, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for having me, Alyssa.
Thank you. I love it. Now let's dive right into it. You've got these incredible gift boxes.
Yes.
At the heart of it, what women want most is gifts. I know for a fact because I love when I get a gift, and these are gorgeous gift boxes. Can you talk about the inspiration behind them?
Absolutely. If you've gone through a breakup, you can relate to where I'm coming from. I went through a divorce about 15 years ago, and it was a very, very tough journey for me. And one of the things that I noticed during that time was that the resources that I needed to move forward, the counseling pieces, the nutrition, the career planning, and just the how to have fun parts weren't always together, and I had to do a lot of piecemealing. I got through it. I'm on the other side. I'm remarried. I've got 2 children, but I often want to inspire other women that are going through that same process, and so that inspired me to start Dear John the Box.
I love that. And there's all these different types of stories. I love hearing the triumph or the tragedy to triumph type story where you really there's something there and it stays with you, and even when you start moving past it you grow and you learn, and this was a moment for you where you were able to grow and learn. Let's talk about some of these incredible contents inside the box. Now, of course, we love a good scrub down, so we know there's something nice in there, but I really am intrigued by, you've got a gorgeous rose ring and necklace. Let's talk about what that means to you and why it ended up in the box.
Absolutely. So every box that we put out, we try to have something that is new and unique. And jewelry is a new thing that we're trying this season. And what you just showed was the roses. And the roses, a ring and necklace set is extra special for me because I feel like when women go through breakups, they tend to forget their own strength and their own power. And the inspiration from within doesn't always come as apparent. So I thought of the rose theme for necklace and ring sets because I wanted women to always remember how special and how strong they are, no matter what their journey is.
Absolutely. Now, one of the big things that you talked about before we really kind of got this all together was friendship, and you talked about how important it was to have the 2 boxes. What does friendship mean in this particular gift set?
Absolutely. So we have transitioned from a company that kind of just caters to the woman and the woman's journey to now we're trying to really cater to opportunities for women to bond with the people who support and love them. And so a lot of our sets are geared towards being enjoyed together, and including the jewelry sets. Oftentimes when there's a tough period when you're having to go through, let's say, a divorce proceeding or family court, it's so inspiring to know that you've got a friend, that might be nearby that is wearing something that you are and standing in solidarity with you. So a lot of what you see here in the box can be enjoyed alone or with friends.
I love that. Now, you told us a little bit about your history with how this really struck from personal experience, and you're a licensed therapist. Can you talk about, in addition to receiving a box, how a gift makes somebody feel good, what are some personal tips people can use at home or they're not necessarily thinking of, especially when they're in a hurting place, grieving a relationship? What are some personal tips they can use to move past an emotional experience like this where they're moving on and they're moving on to new things?
Sure. One thing I work with clients on throughout therapy is staying present in the moment. So if you're a friend and you're out comforting someone who is going through a breakup, I would say try to find activities that will get that person engaged in making a decision, and it can be as simple as a dinner and a movie, or it could be as simple as what they're probably wearing, for the day. But whatever that conversation can be, to kind of get them to focus on your conversation with them and your time with them, and away from the hurt and away from their ex or past relationships, is going to be a plus for that relationship and that friendship and that person that's healing.
I love that. Now, you have a couple books that are hidden behind here that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the artwork on this to begin with, that
Yeah.
soft pink, like those pastel colors.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the books and what they offer people.
Absolutely. So what we're doing for our subscribers who purchase boxes this season is also offer the opportunity to have a journal for exploring and connecting with friends. And there's also an edition for families. So if you have children, there's an edition for you as well. And you can specify which one you'd like on our website when you order. Yeah.
I love that. Now, one thing I do want to point out is how you all stand out from other gift box and other services like this. What makes you all unique?
Yeah, we, I think, are a bit unique from other gift boxes or care packages. Is because we really put thought behind what it takes to transition away from a relationship. And that goes down to even, on our digital platform, the safety precautions that we have for people who start post-breakup registries, and even, the thought that goes into our affirmation cards, which I have here as well. There's an affirmation card deck on friendship. And a lot of the cards and affirmations that we put out are geared towards the healing process. And so that makes us a little bit different. We also push a lot of connectivity to not just essentials that you need when you're going through a breakup, but also what kind of makes you bling, what kind of makes you shine. And we do a really good job of mixing the two so that women feel comfortable, connected, and confident.
I love that. I want to throw a couple rapid fire questions at you. Just share the first thing that comes to mind
Sure.
when you hear that. Now, when you hear the words moving on, what's the first thing you're thinking of?
Fresh start. I think that having gone through the entire process, I think that it's initially scary, but the more that you surround yourself with positivity and people who are on your side and rooting for you, you realize that it really is a fresh opportunity to start new. And with newness, there's light, and where there's light, there's always a chance for growth and fun.
What would you say is that absolute perfect breakup comfort meal that you think most people are reaching for?
Oh, comfort meal. I love to eat, so that I can think of a lot of things right off the bat. But I think I love Italian food, and so I think that often when it comes to this time of year, people tend to feel like that your spaghettis and your pasta dishes only amount to romance, but I ate those a lot as a single person.
Me too.
And I love them. And I think that when you're transitioning out of a relationship, it's a great time to recreate even your meals. And so I encourage anyone who's listening who loves pasta as much as I do to recreate, and find a new angle, or try and venture out and try a new recipe to make that dish very special to you now.
I love that. Now, what would you say is the perfect stay-at-home chick flick, in your pajamas all day movie you want to watch?
Oh gosh, there's so many of those too. Me personally, I'm a Bridget Jones Diary girl. I loved her story of transformation, in her movie. And for those of you who may be a lot younger than me, you definitely worth looking it up. It's a great movie on transformation, strength, courage. So.
What are 3 words you would say are the perfect way to describe a woman's strength?
Definitely what comes to mind is divine, I think, is the first word that I love to use when I'm describing my inner strength. I think that it's it encompasses not just the light within, but the power to actually give that light to someone else or something else. And so divine is one word. Worthy is another. I think often when you're going through a breakup and transformations, you kind of, there's shame that kind of creeps in, that kind of takes away your ability to feel courage, and worthy of opportunities that come your way. So worthy is another one. And loved is the last one. I think that in order to feel loved, there has to be an ability to actually give love too. And I think in the breakup process, sometimes we forget that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that. Such great words of wisdom. I have to say that for sure. Renee, how can people stay in touch with you, find out more about the Dear John boxes, and all of that?
Absolutely. We're on Instagram and Facebook. We're at Dear John the Box on those two platforms. And you also can visit our website at www.dearjohnthebox.com.
I love it. I love it. This is Live in Local Atlanta. I'm your host, Alyssa. Make sure you download the free Odyssey app today. That's AUDACY inside the App Store. Once it is downloaded, favorite Star 94 Atlanta by hitting the heart in the top corner of your screen so you get notified of exclusive conversations just like this one with my incredible friend Rene from Dear John Breakup Boxes. I absolutely love them. I'm not broken up, but I might just buy one for myself. There's
Absolutely.
so many incredible things in there. And of course, if you want to stay up to date with me, you can give me a follow across all social media at itsme_Alyssa D, and I will see you next time.